Radio K, Real College Radio. We are joined in studio with local shoegaze band berzica, coming off the record set. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? Tell us your names, your instruments, all that jazz.
I'm Harry. I play drums.
I'm Graydon. I'm on guitar.
I'm Elena. I'm on guitar and vocals.
I'm Jackson. I'm on bass.
And you guys just played 4 songs. Tell us about those. Some of those are unreleased.
Yeah, we played Out Past the Walls first, which is out, and then we played a new one. We're calling it Widower right now. And then we played Leech Seed, also out, and then we played a song called New Star that we're going to release soon, hopefully.
Hopefully. And yeah, how did you guys start playing music together?
Well, it started with Graydon and I jamming. We were kind of talking about starting a new project, and we brought on Jackson to play bass, and we decided that we wanted another guitar player and a vocalist, so we asked Elena to join. And then we're actually down a member today. Mark, our third guitar player, lives in Portland, so he couldn't come out too far.
How does that work?
He comes out when we tour, and he sends us his tracks for like recording. Yeah.
Yeah, and then kind of vaguely touched on it, but have you guys been in other projects in the past?
Yeah, I've played in a few bands. I played in a hardcore band called Jail. We had an in-studio session here a couple of years ago. I also used to play guitar in a band that was formerly called Creeping Charlie. It's called Agnes Uncaged now. Yeah.
I was formerly in She's Green, and it helped me get a big start into like shoegaze and stuff, and like really discovering how to make those sounds. And it definitely plays a big role in like, how we craft our songs today, for sure.
Yeah, I am currently, I have another project called Lena Leon, and it's also a shoegaze adjacent, a little less heavy of a project.
Yeah, this is my first band, but I used to produce music, record singers and rappers under the name TJ Helen.
And what does the songwriting process for berzica look like? Like, what are you guys' major influences?
Influences is a tough question. I'll start with go ahead.
When we write songs, we take a lot of inspiration from like that late 2000s, early 2010s shoegaze, like all of the, kind of like poppier stuff. We wanted to kind of bring a darker side to it, like Infinity Girl, Def Cult, bands like that. And typically, like, one of us will write a part, like I'll come with some chords or something. Then we'll just work from there, try a bunch of things out, drop most of it, and then come back with like some, something else after that, yeah.
Yeah, we've probably written 2 times as many songs as we play because we just like to cut stuff.
And how does like vocal writing work? Is that one of you, or do you all kind of do your own parts?
I guess typically for lyrics, like we write the lyrics that we sing, and it's kind of just first come, first serve, like whoever comes up with the cool part first, or someone could say like, I have a vocal melody that I want to use on this demo, and then it'll kind of just be theirs, and then we'll fill in the lyrics later.
Yeah, and like sometimes Harry will write a vocal part, and then like I'll just double it or create like a harmony for it, and I feel like that's how a lot of the vocal parts for the songs have been created.
But I think we take a lot of care to like leave room for the instrumental, because that's usually kind of the part that shines, and we like to like kind of sprinkle in the vocals where there's like little gaps open for them, and I feel like it's cool.
And yeah, you guys have put out a bunch of singles, the most recent of which was Amulet. What did the recording process look like for that, and was it different from how you guys have recorded before?
Actually, everything we've ever recorded, we recorded with Brandon Tang, super talented engineer. He's the GOAT. and the mixing process has been the only thing that's really changed. Like the first 3 songs that we put out were kind of co-mixed between me and Jackson, and then mastered by Abe. I think Abe has mastered everything we've done too. Abe Anderson, also a GOAT. But then recently we've kind of been letting Abe do the mix for like pretty much every single we've dropped since then.
Nice. And now, kind of done with the more boring questions. You guys just went on tour with Linus. I think that was your second tour.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? How did that tour come about?
It was super fun. Linus kind of already had like an idea of going on tour, and they just asked us to join them. And they kind of like booked everything too, which was really convenient for us. But it was super fun. We went south. A lot of us had never been to the southern states before. So yeah, we went through, where did we start? Kansas City, and then Omaha, and then Oklahoma City, and then Denton, Texas, Austin, Texas, Lafayette, and then Nashville, Louisville. So yeah.
Yeah, much bigger than your guys' first tour.
Yeah, it was nice to go south in the wintertime, get some warmth.
And like, yeah, how was it playing like a longer tour compared to, your first time touring?
I honestly thought it was gonna get pretty hard. Like, I don't know, leading up to it, I like get so nervous, like I'm gonna be gone, like working like 12 hours a day. Like, I don't know, you drive, some days the drives are like 10 hours, and it's like, honestly, like, what are we doing? But I don't know, it's so worth it just for like the people you meet and the bands you play with, and like, I don't know, just like seeing the sense of community on the road. Like, people are so nice. They let you stay at their place, provide you fresh towels to shower in and stuff. And it's like, I don't know, like the people is just the best part for sure.
And do you guys have any crazy stories or good stories or anything notable that happened?
We won this knockoff Labubu in a claw machine. And we also won a Bulbasaur and I can't remember the others.
We won multiple knockoff.
Yeah, so many knockoff Labubus. It was pretty awesome.
It was an easy claw machine.
Mm-hmm.
And what was y'all's favorite stop?
I think the Lafayette show was really fun. We played with a band called Cashier. We're really big fans of Cashier. They're just like awesome people, and like the show, our performance that night went really well, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say same. It was just like a big bucket list thing to be able to play with a band that we're all really big fans of, like, while we're on the road playing in their hometown. Like, and it was a house show too, so it was a very like intimate experience. Yeah.
I also love that show, but I also want to shout out the show in Omaha. We played in this church, which was like one of the coolest places I've ever played in, and we saw the Lord there first time. Felt like a pretty spiritual experience. It was really cool.
And you guys just went on tour, but Minneapolis has a pretty notable shoegaze scene. What do you think separates it from other cities?
That's a good question. I think there are just a lot of people in Minneapolis who are super motivated by the scene to make like the best music possible. And I think that like, not even just specifically shoegaze, like there's just so many talented people in Minneapolis who are working really, really hard. It's like when we go on the road, we notice that like other places don't really have this kind of a scene. And it's like, we're really lucky to be able to be here and like be a band here and make the connections that we have here.
Yeah, and I'd also like to add that I think that like Minneapolis has such a feeling of like camaraderie with everyone, and I feel like shoegaze specifically is a very cathartic genre, and so I think the community and the weather and just a whole lot of factors allow that genre to really like express itself here.
All that, and also I kind of notice a lot of the drummers I see here are just especially like really good. Of course Harry, but like 12 House Sun drummer, Lon Leon drummer, Linus drummer, like they're all it just feels like a little step above some typical shoegaze drumming, I guess.
And a little question for the gearheads, since you guys are a shoegaze band. What's each year's favorite piece of gear that you have? Pedal or?
I just recently got the stereo Memory Man with Hazurai. Pretty much everyone has one. It is just, I don't know, it's just the perfect delay. You can do so many things with it, and it has a cool reverse function on it that you can't find anywhere else. I also am in love with my amp and the chorus on it. I tried to force these people to make the car space so I could bring it on tour, and had them reload the car 2 or 3 times before I finally gave up and let my pride go. But yeah. Yeah.
I have this really sick reverb pedal. It's called a Dark Star, and I don't use it too often to its full potential, but it has a chorus feature where you can change an upper pitch, and it's really fun to throw in on some things. I also love my amp so much too. It packs a lot of power for it being smaller.
Yeah, I really like my Big Muff pedal. I use it in the outro of the last song we played. It just super heavy. Love how it sounds. Yeah.
I just want to add that we would be nowhere without the Big Muff.
Very true. I play drums, so I don't have any pedals, but I really like my 14-inch Zildjian K cymbal. It feels like a cut above.
And are you guys working on anything right now? What's coming down the pipeline?
We're kind of just working slow and steady on more singles. Like I said earlier, we have that one called New Star that we're probably going to release next month. And then, yeah, we've got some in the backlogs that we've been working on. Nothing major, I guess.
And where did the name come from?
Okay. I was listening to an audiobook of Dracula by Bram Stoker, and there's a wolf in the book whose name is Berserker, and the person who was reading the audiobook was very English, and he said berzica, and it took me out of the book because I didn't know what he said. I was like, wait, what's going on? I'm lost. And I was Googling it because I had no idea what he was talking about, and I typed in berzica the way it's spelled into Google, and I got 0 results, and I thought that was kind of cool.
And one of y'all worked for Radio K in the past.
Yeah, I did.
How does it feel to be back?
Very nostalgic. I used to do engineering for it was called Local Vibes, but the Vanguard show. And yeah, that was super fun. I would wake up every Friday, 5 minutes before I could come into the studio at 10 a.m. and record local rap artists. It was super fun.
And we have one question that we ask every single band that comes in. Dream bill, anyone dead or alive, you guys play it. 5 bands.
5 bands?
5 bands, including us?
Not including you.
Not including us. Someone else want to start?
I guess I've been listening to a ton of Rainer Maria lately. Just one of the best second wave emo bands, and they're from Madison, which just makes it even better.
I just gotta add My Bloody Valentine because, of course.
I really love J. June.
Yeah.
Okay, jeez. So I think I don't want to play with M83 or Duster. I think would be cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good list.
If we can pick anyone we want.
And, one final question. Well, do you guys have any shows coming up? Anything we can look forward to?
We have one show tonight at Eagles 34, door 7. We play at 7:30. It's going to be pretty cool. A bunch of DJs. Linus and Luld, our homies, who are both very good bands, are going to be playing. Yeah, it should be a good time.
They're also the same bands we were just on tour with, so bringing it home.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in. You've been listening to Berzica on Radio K, Real College Radio.